Okay, this is the first part in a series of videos we're going to be doing on muscle imbalances. You might have seen in the previous video on muscle imbalances we addressed four common muscle imbalances, posture muscle imbalances that you could be suffering from. And what we're going to go ahead and do and share in this video today is just some basic exercises you can do to correct these if you struggle with any of them. So I think the first muscle imbalance we looked at was a forward head position, and the reason for getting this posture is upper back stiffness and loss of mobility and poor core muscles, in addition to tight chest muscles and tight hip flexor muscles. And the test to do this was standing up against a wall. If you're having difficulty maintaining your head against the wall, in addition to your butt and your shoulders, could be indicative of a forward head posture muscle imbalance. Now, how you would correct this is you would do a foam roll extension exercise. To do this exercise, simply get yourself a foam roll, clasp your hands behind your neck, bring your elbows in towards each other, and you would just simply arch and extend yourself over the foam roll 5 to 10 times. Just again, make sure you clear all these exercises, by the way, with your doctor. You might be suffering with a condition that might not be good for you to do. You could hurt yourself. So the second exercise, in addition to stretching out the upper thoracic spine, would be a wall slide. And to do this exercise, you're going to be simply backing yourself up against a wall. Get your hands in a hands up position, keeping your forearms against the wall. You're going to slide the arms up into a hands up position, and then go ahead and pull the arms down, as you see in this picture or image here. You should feel a strong contraction on the shoulder blade muscles. You can also do this about 10 to 20 repetitions. This is a great exercise to just get the shoulders back as well. The second muscle imbalance we looked at was a protracted shoulder, and to do this test we asked you to lay on a hard surface, ask a friend to take a picture from behind while laying on a hard surface, which is critical. And if you find that one shoulder is a little bit more raised than compared to the other, this could be indicative of a loss of thoracic spine mobility, tight pec muscles on the side where it's not touching the floor, or even tight lats and overdeveloped internal rotators. Now, to correct this faulty posture or muscle imbalance, you can do foam roll extensions. You can also do standing horizontal elastic band rows. For the rows, it's important to keep the elbows up and pull the upper arm back, not so much with your hands, but think about pulling your both arms back, squeezing the shoulder blades together. 10 to 20 repetitions, a couple sets, it would be great if you could do that. Third muscle imbalance we spoke about would be uneven hips, and this test you perform by standing in front of a mirror, placing your fingers on the front of the bony prominence of your pelvis in the front of your hips, or just above your hips. If one finger is higher than the other, it could be indication of a little bit of rotation in your pelvis. This could be because of tight hip flexors or tight hip adductors or groin muscles on the one side. Could also be because of leg length difference or weak glutes and hamstrings on one side compared to the others. Now, to correct this posture, you can perform two types of exercises. You can do a supine static ball squeeze. To do this, you just find yourself a stool or a little bench you can put your lower legs on. And what you do is you try and get your hips in a 90-degree position as well as your knees. Try and get a soft ball that you place between your knees, and just try and relax in that position, I'd say, for about 3 to 5 minutes. After that, you go ahead and you squeeze the ball between your knees isometrically for about 10 seconds, and you do that 10 times. Sometimes you might feel a pop in the pelvic area. This could be how you're correcting that little rotation that's happening at your pelvis. This is a great exercise also for sciatica relief. The second thing you want to do is strengthen your hip abductor muscles, which is your stabilizing pelvic muscles. To do this, get a looped elastic band, wrap it around just above the knees. Try and get in a side lying position and raise the leg up and down in the air 10 to 20 times. You can do that a couple sets. fourth muscle imbalance we looked at was the externally or turned out foot position. How you test for this is we had you march in place for maybe 10 to 20 seconds, come to a stop. While your eyes are closed, position your feet where you think they're normal and both equal in terms of position, both pointing straight forward, and you might be surprised to see how one foot's turned out more than the other. This could be because of a multitude of factors, but it could be because of weak hip abductor muscles, poor glute and hamstring length, also a tight ITB band, which is the muscle on the side connecting the pelvis to the knee. It also could be tight hip rotators. So to do this, to correct this, you can do a couple of exercises. You can stretch your hip into internal rotation. This is quite an advanced stretch, so if you feel pain or discomfort, please don't do this. But you hook a belt or a stretch strap around the foot and let it lead to the out to the side of your leg, holding on to just above the knee. Bring the knee to the chest, and while you got the knee up to the chest, you try and pull to the side. This will make the knee go in and the foot come out, and that stretches the internal rotation of your hip. You can do that on both sides. Hold the stretch for 5 to 10 seconds. Second exercise to correct for weak glute muscles is a bridge exercise. In this position, you're going to just bend both feet up. You do this on a hard floor surface. Raise the hips up to about level, where that's level with your knees and your upper body. Squeeze your glutes together for about 5 seconds at the top, and then lower down slowly. 10 to 20 repetitions should give you a good burn. Advanced exercise of this would be a single leg bridge, and to do this, simply start with one leg straight out in front of you, and you try and lift with that with the side that's fixed on the floor. This is quite hard to do. If you find your hips are dropping on one side, you can't keep them level as you're raising up and down, or if you feel knee pain, please don't do this exercise. It's advanced and it could hurt your back even. So make sure you master this exercise before you progress to this one. But this one could give you quite significant relief. If you find yourself weaker on one side, you want to really focus on that. That's it for the correction exercises. We'll be coming out with more with this type of exercises and information. If you like the video, you'd like to see something like this again, please give me a like and a comment, as well as consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. We greatly appreciate it. I wanted to mention that the exercises mentioned in this video today was the foam roller, a stretch strap, and elastic bands that you can utilize for working your upper back muscles. The foam roll was great for foam roll extensions. The ProSource elastic band home kit, which has a door anchor and handles that you can hook onto the elastic bands and perform this at home, was good for the standing horizontal rows. And then the stretching of your hip internal rotators was used using a stretch strap. All of these products are available at Amazon, and I'm leaving links below in the description if you want to pick up any of them. The last exercise for that supine ball squeeze, I found that this ball is similar to what we used when we did this image and demonstrated this exercise. You want a ball with a little bit of give, and this product here I think will help you do that. So thank you so much for watching. Again, links below this video if you need more information on Physical Therapy TV as well. Thanks again for watching, and we'll speak to you soon.